Hello fellow freedom seekers and welcome back to our pitch. Welcome on this beautiful sunny afternoon after work. I'm absolutely shattered, but I have a topic I have to share with you, so it doesn't matter that I'm tired. I hope you will give this video a like, because despite of being absolutely knocked out, I'm filming for you. And why I'm filming for you? Look at our seasonal pitch. It's almost perfect, but something is missing. What's missing? A windbreak. We feel absolutely exposed. We need boundaries. Our pitch needs boundaries. Our private garden needs boundaries. That's why we bought a Dometic windbreak. If you watched our videos for a while, you know that we've always had a windbreak or a few windbreaks on our pitch. So today we are going to pitch this baby up and set some boundaries to our space. When we had diesel, we always had a pen, we always had a few windbreaks on our pitch, and we had an enclosed space for our doggy. This time it's only two of us, so we will only have one windbreak to shelter us from everyone passing by when we are having lunch or when we are chilling in our front garden. So in this video you will see how we are pitching up our new windbreak. I will tell you which model we chose and why. We splashed quite a lot of money and we decided against buying a cheap windbreak, and we decided to buy something a bit more sturdy, a bit more robust, which will probably serve us more than one season. I hope you are good at manual tasks, because we are going to open this box together and pitch up a new windbreak. But before we open the box, please tell me, do you like windbreaks? Do you have one? Or maybe you have a few. Maybe you create a pen for your children or your dogs, or maybe even cats. I know that some people love them, some people hate them. We absolutely love them, because for 7 years now we've been living in the caravan and we've been living on sites. We live in public space, so we really need a windbreak for privacy. Not that many vlogs ago, I was telling you about our windbreaks and how we look after them, how we waterproof them and sunproof them. I mean UV care with FabSeal. This was vlog 98. I filmed it less than a year ago, and here we are. We had to buy a new windbreak because our old windbreaks were sold with our Fend. We had such a lovely collection of windbreaks less than a year ago. And there you are. Less than a year later, we have to buy a new one. So this one is lovely. It's a Dometic windbreak. I don't think we ever had anything from Dometic. This is quite a splash for us, but we decided, okay, it's only one this time, so let's buy something from a higher shelf in terms of price. So I will tell you the price towards the end of this video, and also I will share the link with you because we got it from Amazon. So if you like the windbreak, if we all like the windbreak by the end of this video, and you consider buying it for yourself, I will share the referral link you could use. So you could get yourself a nice windbreak and support the channel while you're doing that, because each time you use a referral link we share with you, you help us out financially and you help to fuel the channel. Thank you. Ooh, look at this beauty. So the way those referral links work is that you as a customer, you don't pay any extra, but Amazon will share a small commission with us each time you buy something through our referral link. So it's a win-win situation, right? So this is the look at that. Dometic Pro windbreak, 3-poled windbreak. Yeah, we like those poles here because they make windbreak really sturdy. Okay, a nice bag. The bag was actually one of the reasons we decided to buy this exact windbreak, because we thought, oh, it will be very handy once the season is over and we need to pack it up. Oh my goodness, this is a very thick manual in every possible language you can imagine. The manual has 60 pages. Thank you. Oh, what have we got here? Pegs. Pegs are always welcome when you live in a caravan. What did they give us this time? Plastic. Still plastic, but quite nice. Okay. Nice plastic pegs, heavy duty pegs. Good. These must be the poles, quite heavy. And that must be the windbreak itself. Right. As you could see, I started with separating the poles. A pole separating the poles. So these are our side supports. These are the bits which actually go in the ground, and that's what goes horizontally between these. And then we have those metal plates which will support the frame. So as you can see, we decided against an air windbreak. These are popular. We see more and more of them on our site. Somehow, I don't know, we trust steel or aluminium, probably, judging by weight of it, more than air. Have you got an air windbreak? What are the benefits of them? For a seasonal pitch, and being in one place for a few months, we are going to keep this windbreak up for all the summer. We are not going to pack it, unpack it. We are not going to store it away while we are here. That's why we decided to go for a poled one. But probably if you are doing touring or you are doing only short caravan trips or short camping trips, then their owning may be better. I don't know, you tell me. Right, I think it's time to call Marek and pitch this baby up. Get it up so we will have clear boundary of our seasonal pitch. Marek didn't like my arrangement. This is actually this is the actual plan, the actual layout of the windbreak. And supporting arms here. Why do they put so much paper? What a waste! It's up, it's up, it's up! How lovely! I absolutely love it. It's perfect, a perfect size as well. And probably while we were pitching it up, I didn't film us because you really didn't want to hear our conversation. We are both after work, pretty tired, a bit cranky, but we really wanted this windbreak up today. So you are really lucky that Marek probably let you listen to some lovely relaxing music while we were working hard on this awning. It looks absolutely lovely. I hope you will agree. Let me know in the comments what you think. As you can see, there are no ropes, no strings attached. There are those arms and poles and the metal plate for every single pole here, and even ladders, quite a lot of pegs. I like those pegs here which hold the fabric. It's really good when you have a doggy and your dog likes to sneak underneath your windbreak. This is really good. Streaming grass will be a bit funny with all those poles here, but never mind. We've got a windbreak and we'll have privacy, finally. The fabric feels very robust. It's not a chippy, thin, flimsy thing. I hope it will serve us at least a few seasons. And we have a corner pitch, so we didn't want a stripy, colorful windbreak. If it was a one trip to the beach, yeah, we would probably go for something cheap. We decided to invest in this one because A, we like nice things, B, we like quality, and C, we are right in the view. Everyone who comes to our field, they see our pitch. We are the first corner pitch as people drive in. So we wanted something smart, and this one is definitely a smart windbreak. If you're interested in other things related to windbreaks and windbreak care, definitely watch vlog 94 where I talk about other windbreaks. Maybe the ones I mentioned in my previous video will be more suitable for you. We will let you know how we get on with Dometic Pro Windbreak 3 this season. And as usual, if you would like to get one yourself, look for the description and look for the link in the description of this video. I will definitely keep you updated on how we fare with this awning and if it's meeting our expectations. So far, so good. It was definitely worth the effort and worth pushing ourselves a little bit, even though we were both tired. Now we've got lovely enclosed space to sit, relax on the grass, exercise, entertain our friends. I'm looking forward to spending many happy hours in our tiny garden here in front of our caravan. Thank you as usual for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It doesn't cost you anything and it brings many perks. See you in the next video, and I hope you will check out my other video about windbreaks, vlog 94.